I want you to think about the size and the types of places these are and see what kind of connection they might have together. Santa Clara, California, Denver, Colorado, Birmingham, England, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Auckland, New Zealand, Abu Dhabi, Nashville, Tennessee, Columbus, Ohio, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Atlanta, Tampa, and Houston, and Blacksburg, Virginia. What do they all have in common? They have the M72 Metallica World Tour dates. And that's where Metallica is coming to town here in our hometown on May the 7th. It's really a big deal for our community, but it is part of the connection that Virginia Tech, our local university, has had with the band Metallica and their signature song, Enter the Sandman, for all these years. And it has been part of a Blacksburg tradition, and we are beyond blessed to have Metallica coming to town. And that will be happening on May the 7th. They'll be coming along with Pantera, and Suicidal Tendencies will be the other two bands with them. And I know that it is not the large area that, say, Houston is, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to understand how the town was laid out and where Lane Stadium is. So I went out earlier today and I drove around real time to try to give you an idea when you're coming into town to the show or for any Virginia Tech football game, how you can locate Lane Stadium and where it is in relation to the downtown. And I will also take you to one of our new community parking garages, and we'll start out there. It's an unusual video on that respect, so please forgive me on that respect. But we'll start out at the parking garage. I'll sort of orientate you where we are, and then we'll take a ride, and I'll show you how to get into Blacksburg. Also, check out the other video that I did, Welcome Back Hokies 2025. That shows you how to get to the food, gas, and restrooms when you come into town. That gives you a good idea of how to approach getting in and getting settled before you go over to the stadium, either for a game or the Metallica concert. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this is some help to you. Welcome to the area. We're honored to have you here. Let me show you something on this new municipal parking garage and the way that this comes in and what you'll see. Let me turn the camera around. This is Main Street. If you look, this is as you're coming in on Main Street in Blacksburg. You're coming down this street. So here is the library. That's a turn to the library. You come on and you take the first right after the library, down at the light, and come in this way. And this is the new area that's being developed where the old Blacksburg Middle School was. So all of this is being built. And here's a large public parking garage. And I'll show you the rates over here. So there's Duffer. Wait just a second. And so you can get an idea of what this would cost to park here. So it's called the Midtown Garage here in Blacksburg, Virginia. So let me keep showing you around, and I'll show you ways to park and where to go. To take a minute and show you how to get into Lane Stadium, whether you're coming in for a football game or the Metallica concert coming up here in just a few days. I want you to know the simplest way that you can get into Lane Stadium and what you'll see as you go along. So let's get up on the road here and I'll show you from 460 where we're going. So it's US 460. Once you pass Christiansburg, Virginia, and that's a great place to stop and get gas, to get food. It's going to be a whole lot less congested and a whole lot more area to stop. There's a Walmart in Christiansburg. There's a Target. There's plenty of places to eat. There's places to get gas. But if you've come on toward Blacksburg, then this is the first sign that you're going to see. If you watch the first video that I did on how to get gas and food, this is the exit that you're going to want to take. This first Blacksburg exit. You can see some of the signs coming up for some of those attractions there. Here are signs for the cookout, Starbucks, Kroger's. Again, this is the turn that you're going to want to take if you're coming in on empty and you're looking to get gas before you go to the stadium. But if you're looking to go on to Lane Stadium, then this is the direction that you're going to go. (5AB). This is the A and B right there. That's to go to downtown Blacksburg. So you can take that. Going to Lane Stadium, we're going to go on and keep going straight. Overpass bridges here. I know you're on the right direction. Now traffic is merging in here onto the right, but it's generally never too bad, depending on the time of day. The corporate research center is over on the right. So again, we're on US 460. Now this is going to be our turn for Lane Stadium. It says exit 6 down Southgate Drive. Start paying attention here. We'll have an idea of what the road looks like. So you see Virginia Tech Visitor Center, Virginia Tech Veterinary Hospital, exit 6. Southgate Drive. As you come down this hill, you want to just stay in this lane. So I'll show you what will happen here as this comes around. It's got a Research Center Drive right there. You don't want that one. Stay in these two lanes right here at this circle. Come around right here. And that's going to take you out toward the stadium, and again you're on Southgate Drive. And you can start to see the beginnings of campus here, the baseball stadium, baseball field over there. Again, you're going to hit another roundabout right here, and you're going to want to go on around it and straight through. And at this point, you begin to catch a view of the stadium that'll be coming up on the left. So if you look right here, this is it. All of a sudden, this stoplight is the stoplight. So if you can see to the right there is parking across the street from the stadium. But this road is called Beamer Way. And right there is the stadium. And this is where the concert will be happening. You can see it wasn't very far off US 460 right there. I'll drive you all the way over. There's the stadium. So this area through here is very congested. It's very sort of small, like right in through here. You can imagine. If you don't want to go too far up, campus is straight ahead right here. And so there is generally not a lot of parking up there. I will try to get back out of here, but again, here's the entrance to the stadium. Back out here. I'll show you where this connects on to the first video that I did. So if you were here, if you had not taken that turn to the left, see if you go straight, that's a dead end up there. There's no out there. Here's parking here across from the stadium. Again, you can sort of see the stadium over here. Parking coming up here. I believe that there will be parking in some of these fields and things here. Next to this, maybe the German club may be having some things right there. See this pedestrian walkway bridge right here. Road is just these two little lanes right here. It's 25 speed limit. Stop here. Come around this corner. Show you where this is in relation to Main Street and the first video that I did on where to get gas, and that video leaves off along in here, so you'll have an idea of how close this is to the stadium. So we've made a couple of turns here, and now we're up at Martyr Beaks. This is the backside of Kroger and Home to Stay. This is coming up onto Main Street. So I'm going to go through this Kroger parking lot just so you'll have an idea of how this all lays together in case you're coming in from out of town. Kroger has the places to get the gas, food, like that. And this is on South Main, Gables, Kroger. South Main Gables Kroger is this location. The things here is good. Bring up here. Here is Main Street. And so I'll take a second here and show you. I'm down past Duffy's watching traffic for me. This is as you've come in on Main Street. There's an Oasis, a Dollar Tree. We're coming out of the Kroger parking lot. Swinging on around, there's a cookout right there. Good place to get something to eat. Let me see. Gotta tighten that down. I'm gonna take you down to the parking garage that we started at so you get an idea of where that's at in relation to here. So, Pro. Getting around and getting downtown. Apologies for my wobbly tripod. Blacksburg, and so we're a college town. Got to be very, very, very defensive when you're driving. Be really careful coming around. So here we are at this light. If you could imagine now, if we turn left, we would be going back down toward the stadium. That's where that area down there is going to be. Over there is the stadium. And so we're on Main Street in Blacksburg, heading down toward downtown. This stays 2 lanes right up until the very end, and then goes to 1 lane through town. So it is a bit of a way to come through this intersection, through this area, especially on a really busy day, trying to get downtown. So take your time and enjoy Blacksburg. It's an amazing thing. I believe that I heard someone say that Metallica, that they had been using the song Enter the Sandman since the year 2000. And so whenever it's the last moments that the Virginia Tech football team are getting ready to come out, they start playing Enter the Sandman by Metallica. Everyone begins to jump up and down, and they say that it could create a seismic event, that it actually registers on a seismograph when the fans are jumping up and down to Enter the Sandman. So That should be a moment when Metallica is actually in the stadium playing live for everyone here in Blacksburg. And so it'll shake this whole area. So we're almost there. Let me show you. Coming up over this hill, you'll see here to the right that parking garage. That's where we were. See that parking garage right there? We're coming down here. And if you look over to the left, you'll see a sign for the public library. That's what I was pointing out. That's down that street right there. There's the parking garage. Come right here to this light. You're at the High Supply Shop on Clay Street. Right. And this brings you back around to this public parking garage. Right here at the Blacksburg Police Department. Their new building. Look how quiet and simple it'll be. There won't be anyone here. So boom, got you back around here. This is back to the area that we started out in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the concert. I hope you enjoy coming to Blacksburg, seeing a football game if you're here. If you ever need any help getting in and out of Lane Stadium, refer to this video and you'll have an idea of how to go. So I look forward to seeing you if you decide to come out on the street and busk. And we'll see you soon on the street. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.